How's your sanity? You feeling good? Well, we are
you confused?
Ooh, we are at Confusion Hill, where Tony and Peggy from StressLess Camping. One of the great ideas is to come to Confusion Hill in Northern California. There's a train ride.
There's the place.
Gravity House. We are going to have a little bit of fun here today. So, well, thanks for joining us. The parking lot alone is full of curiosities and fun, including a wooden redwood shoe that was used as a parade float and the world's largest freestanding chainsaw carving. These items are just a sample of what's inside this authentic vintage roadside attraction. In fact, let's go inside to the Gravity House and meet Confusion Hill's ambassador, Kai.
My name is Kai, and I'm the ambassador for Confusion Hill. Confusion Hill has been here since 1949, starting first with this world-famous Gravity House. We have a mountain train ride, which you can hear in the back. That's been actually here since 1955.
And so we are at the Gravity House, and the Gravity House is part of the mystery of Confusion Hill here. It looks like it's a little off kilter.
It's a little wacky, but you know what? We're in California and everything's a little off kilter. In the gift shop of wonders, you will see a sign that has the 7 theories behind the Gravity House. Some people say it could be a vortex, which Confusion Hill is actually recognized as an official vortex by the Vortex Research Society of the United States of America. Some people believe that an ancient alien aircraft is crashed below us, and it is the magnets and the running engine that are pulling things uphill. Some people say that this is a Native American spiritual ground. Some people just say a lot of things, and we encourage all of them. The owner, whose spirit is still here, Doug Campbell, said, "We claim nothing. Is seeing believing? That means it's up to the visitor to decide what it is. The only thing that we know 100% that it is not, of all the different theories and ideas of why things happen and how they happen here, is there a magnetic asteroid underneath? Is there anything? The one thing that we were able to rule out is it is not an optical illusion." He decides to roll.
It rolls uphill.
Whoa! Is seeing believing.
We're confused.
We are the only Gravity House that is self-guided tour. We get self-guided signatures here. But here we have a little smooth golf ball, as we will demonstrate the powers of the Gravity House. As I put the golf ball down, it decides to roll.
It rolls uphill. Okay, you notice the floor is completely even, but you're shrimpy.
And your neck is right there.
Oh, man. Let's switch spots.
Okay.
What?
I'm as tall as you are.
The Redwood Highway used to be a very popular destination and had tons of resorts and roadside attractions. People would stop to stay in the shadow of the majestic redwood trees, but also enjoy curiosities and things that were entertaining and informative. Confusion Hill is one of the surviving aspects of these bygone days, and there are all sorts of handcrafted signs and oddities and reasons to smile. The ancient redwood trees can be hundreds of feet tall and live thousands of years. These towering giants are the oldest living things in the world and also the tallest. One of the ways to see the trees is to ride aboard the mountain train ride.
Good to see you. I'll see you. I'll see you.
In 1955, the mountain train ride arrived, comprised of 1¼ miles of 20-gauge track in a switchback arrangement where the trains go back and forth to go up this steep hill to the grove of redwoods at the top. After creator George Hudson passed away, his kids inherited the property and cut down most of the redwood trees for money. Since redwood trees have shallow roots, the thin grove was further damaged by a major windstorm, which knocked even more of the trees down. In 1999, the current owners, including Doug Carroll and Don Campbell, bought the property. Since redwood trees are pretty miraculous in their ability to grow, 38 trees were cut down, but 35 have regrown, and some are over 75 feet tall already. But is it the redwood trees or the incredible train conductor, Tony the Train Guy?
Wait! Good job.
wow, we're
All
good.
right, I'm proud of you guys.
I'm
All right,
glad I
good
got
job.
the extra.
Oh, boy! Boy! Oh, boy! What? That tree wasn't there. Really fast growing tree. No, I took the wrong track. I apologize. We gotta go back in on the right track. It's been one of those days. There we go. Now we're on the right track because that's the left track. Right, left. You think that's bad? It gets worse. I know. I made it all up. It gets worse. Yeah. Everywhere we go forward.
As you go back and forth and climb up into the grove of trees in this unusual switchback arrangement, Tony peppers you with great information, bad jokes, and a bit of blarney. Actually, kind of a lot of blarney.
Oh, this is where we may lose that bad car. If we do lose the bad car, I'll pick all three of you up on the way back. Give you a lousy bumper sticker, all right? One per family. Boss is kind of cheap, okay? Right turn, glide. Nice when it works. Don't always work. I mean, it don't always work. All right. Good job. Well, most of you have probably figured out by now these are switches, okay? There's 83 more switches. Woo-hoo. Would I lie to you?
Yeah.
Straight up, yeah, I'm a male, yeah.
Once you're up in the grove of redwoods, there's all kinds of great things to see, including, of course, those redwoods, many of which have grown back over the years. But also there's a collection of logging equipment and other curiosities from the past, and, of course, the great narration on the train ride.
I'm trying to decide whether I need to warn you guys or not. This is the first train ride of the day. I haven't been up here yet. See, yesterday when I was here, there was a little bitty spider inside there. There's a slight possibility it could still be in there. Again, I haven't been up here yet today, so there may be a little spider in there, all right? Just in case. Here we go. We'll go real slow, just in case. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not that close, no. Oh, yeah, there'd be a little baby spider in there. Yeah, that's Harry. That's Harry, the big hairy spider. Yeah. Yeah. Now, this was confusing L engine number 1. This was the original engine. Lasted us 40 years, from 1955 to till the windstorm in 1995. During that windstorm, we lost 137 trees. Wow. One of the trees landing on the train, killing it, which actually is a good thing, but we won't go there. Where we will go, why would you lose 137 trees in a storm? That's a lot of trees, right? Because 2 years prior to the windstorm in 1993, the previous owners, cut down all the giant redwood trees. See, what happened in short was some kids inherited the property, right? They saw big giant dollar signs, right? They got in touch with the local logger, a guy by the name of Bruce Willis, made him one heck of a deal. Said, you cut down all the big giant redwood trees you can for us, give us the money, of course. We'll give you the train, the gravity house, the property, and the 2 houses. And that's kind of how it went. The kids walked away with a very little amount of money, considering, right, the logger got the property. Logger, being a logger, knew exactly what was going to happen. If you do cut down, as it turned out, 38 giant redwood trees on less than 3 acres, the wind's going to come, right? The wind came 2 years later, 1995, blew down that 137 trees. That's when the logger got rich. He went out and bought himself a portable mill. It took him a year and a half to mill up all 137 trees. Made nearly 3 times as much money as the kids got for the whole place. And then he sold it, right, in the year 1999 to the current owners. Fortunately, the new owners don't like chopping down trees. See, it's still a good train ride, I know, because I drove the train before. It used to be a great train ride. Now it's a good train ride, right? I can only do so much. I can do some juggling if you really...
And you got to watch out for the forest creatures.
I heard there was a Bigfoot. I heard there was a Bigfoot. He's got a baby. He's got a baby. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's got a baby. Hi there, Bigfoot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got a baby. Redwood right here. You can see where the energy just came out right up there where we were having the party, right? This is the day the world was supposed to end, right? And a lightning bolt shoots through the tree. Shot time. Okay, I'm just saying. so everything's fine, but I've never seen one actually struck by lightning before. So it's not unusual that the tallest living thing on the planet, they get struck by lightning all the time, but I've never seen it. And the day the world was supposed to end? Yeah. Now, you notice the sign says 12/21 or 12/22/12. That was the day after, because it was 2 o'clock in the morning when it actually happened. That was a huge tree, don't get me wrong. 275 foot tall, that big around, huge tree. Not the tallest. The California redwood is the tallest living thing on our planet. Tallest one known, 379.6 foot tall. It's over by Oryx, about 60 miles from here. You can't go there, it's on private land. But if you want to see it, it's in the National Geographic, that pretty yellow magazine. Well, this is so important, I'm shutting this thing down so I'm sure everybody can hear me. Off to our right, inside this hollow log, that's Rocky the raccoon. Rocky's been here a long time. He's been here 28 years that I know of. He's kind of old. He's kind of ornery. Folks, he's got some bad habits. You look at him, you can tell. One of his bad habits is worse than all mine. See, one of his bad habits is, if you do not wave at Rocky when we go by, Rocky will pee on you.
Ew.
You can wave or not wave. It's 100% up to you. And I'm going to back up, give everybody a chance to wave. Wavery peas. Here we go. Yeah. I'm watching. All right. Good job. All right. Good job. Well, just like the family group was a unique characteristic of the redwood, so is this. Cut the redwood tree down, it'll grow a panda bear. I mean, it'll grow a new tree. What was I thinking? Right upon its old stump. That's true recycling. Second tree, one stump. Kind of like you and I cut off our arm, growing a whole new leg. Not like that at all, no. Nothing unusual about it either. Remember, redwood trees grow from the root system of their stump, not from a seed unless you have a forest fire, right? So there's nothing unusual about this.
Confusion Hill is the inspiration for the popular TV show Gravity Falls. The show is about twins who are sent to Gravity Falls with their great uncle Stan to help run the Mystery Shack. In fact, they actually have a Bill Cipher statue right there at Confusion Hill. You know, I really love these family-owned gems that are both a throwback to the past, but also a great reason to enjoy some stressless camping today. I hope you head to Northern California, drive up the Redwood Highway, and get your own dose of Confusion Hill. I've been coming here for a lot of years, and while owner Doug Campbell passed away a few years ago, I actually found some footage of him giving the same train tour, so let's go into the past and close out on Doug Campbell talking about the logging that almost took down Confusion Hill.
Put it around the harvested tree, choked it up. Now they're ready to yard or haul that log on up to the landing. Only problem we got is this guy can't see that guy. So they usually had a youngster who they called a whistle punk. And he'd scamper up somewhere high and whistle, holler, "Hey, get clear." Well, naturally these days, you got something like this. So a couple of, all clear. Now, to give you kind of an easy picture of what all it took to work with this steam donkey, really pretty simple. All you got to do, just go ahead and add 8 pair of oxen to the front of this. Only problem there, a lot of folks these days don't have a clue what an oxen was. You know, we're talking steers the size of horses, big, powerful animals. Also remember, there's no grazing out in the woods where they're working, so all the feed and fodder, everything for the critters had to be brought in, and just the care of the livestock was a huge part of the whole log and camp operation. Now, when it came to moving them, this here is kind of a mid-sized steam donkey weighing in at right at 20 tons. Okay, they took roller logs from the back to the front, 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 back to the front. You hitched up to your oxen, and off you went.
7 feet.
Well, about 3 days later, you'd probably be cresting that ridge. I got there. And here we have pretty much the evolution of tools used in the woods. You got your double-bladed axes, your cross-cut saws. Cross-cuts are also known as misery whips. No fun being on either end of one of them cross-cuts all day long. And those guys had long days. 1910, first gasoline-powered tool, the drag saw. That's a big improvement over the cross-cut, but still limited. You can use it for bucking off limbs and sectioning logs, but you're sure not going to pick that thing up and use it for falling. Not only with the engine die, it weighs about 250 pounds. So it took a couple of pretty strong dudes to drag those saws up and down and all around them hillsides. Well, for the longest time, I just figured that's why they called them drag saws. But then I was informed it's actually the way the bar reaches out, takes a bite of wood, and drags back.